Hey, Build Show. Steve Basic Architect. Yes, I am somewhere in South Dakota. I'm very excited because anytime I get to talk about construction, the excitement goes up a couple notches. Yeah, we are out here, if you remember, at our Field of Dreams project. I've shot a bunch of videos out here about different products. I've also been part of Matt's Build Across America series. Go check it out where, you know, he spends a lot of time talking to Josh. Josh is doing just a hell of a job out here, but we're gonna start talking about some of the next steps. So as you can see behind me, windows have been installed. They're all trimmed out. We have a pretty elaborate rain screen system happening here. That's because our siding is calling for that. And on the inside, we have drywall. It's already finished, painted, and we're looking at getting the floors in, cabinetry, all of that good stuff. But the real reason that I'm here today is to talk about what's going on top of that rain screen. So for this house, we chose Diamond Kote as our siding choice. And Diamond Kote, if you're familiar with it or if you're not, it is an engineered wood siding product that comes pre-finished. And it just so happens that we have one of their senior reps here, Brandon, and Brandon's ready to talk Diamond Kote, and so am I. So let's go catch up with Brandon and we'll talk Diamond Kote. All right, so Brandon, pleasure, first of all.
Nice to see
Thank you for coming on out. I know you don't live in South Dakota, so we're both making our way up here to take a look at the project. Pretty exciting project, you can see behind us. A little taste of the siding that's going up. And some of the siding is, you know, it's a little different install than maybe what you're used to. I know we had a lot of back and forth early on and you helping set the expectations of the product with me and Josh that we could convey to the homeowner to make sure that we're getting the best install that we can possibly get. So we actually had to migrate up from your 3/8 inch product to a 7/16 inch product there. But you work for Diamond Kote, so I labeled you as, you know, a senior rep, but why don't you tell us, what does Brandon do day to day?
So I have a really fun job. On a day-to-day, I get to come out on the job sites and meet with contractors and architects like yourself, solving problems that you have, like what we were going to do, how we were going to handle the rain screen,
Yep.
You know, what products we were going to use, the details that would go around the window, what would work with our product versus what you were going to
Yep.
use. I also get to talk to contractors on what are your pain points, what could we do to help you, what would make things easier, and that's kind of how we built our entire system around what the contractor needs and what makes his life a lot easier.
Right. And Diamond Kote's been around for 20 plus years. So you're not necessarily the new kid on the block here. You've had years of experience, feedback from builders. I always encourage all builders, architects, you know, you go to the reps and you give them, you get the questions asked to them about, hey, I want to use this product, that product, you get your answers. But I think it's really important for us to kind of give that closed loop and give you guys some feedback and maybe walk around a project after it's sided and talk about, I mean, I like that term, pain points, right? Because every builder does it. And the funny thing is if we had 5 builders side this house, there would be 5 different sets of pain points.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
It's not, you know, maybe there's 2 or 3 pain points that overlap, but there's this one for builder A that none of the rest experienced. And it's just because of their experience.
Correct.
Right? And before this, you worked in the siding industry and construction industry. So you have a very lengthy background about products like this that getting installed that you can then bring to the building industry and of course Diamond Kote.
Yep.
So now Diamond Kote pre-finished siding, right? And it's an engineered wood. If we grab one of these,
It is engineered wood.
it's an engineered wood backer on the backside. You can see there. And this yields a 50-year warranty.
It does.
Right? So, you know, builders out there saying, oh, you know, because the minute somebody sees, you know, an oriented strand board, to some, their mind goes off to another galaxy and says, no way, no how.
You're right. Sometimes you have to remind them that the majority of the things in their house are engineered wood.
Yeah.
You know, the laminate beams, the TJI floorings, you know, the engineered structural sheathing on the outside. Our product's no different. It's engineered for siding. It's meant to stand up with the elements, hail, any moisture. It's a bulletproof product.
Yeah. And a 50-year warranty to back it. So it's not like, hey, in 5 years, if you have a problem, you're on your own. I mean, 50 years, that's, for a lot of builders, that's their career.
Sure.
Right? Yep. So you're putting this up and, yeah, hopefully forgetting about it. We talked about it being pre-finished. Comes pre-finished, I see, on 3 sides.
Yep.
Right? So I'm sure you guys encourage finishing it on the 4th and 5th side.
We do. Any exposed ends, if you touch it up, we have our proprietary Diamond Kote touch-up kits that you can touch those. It makes it easy to touch those up, ensuring that everything's going to perform as it should.
How many colors?
We have 26 standard colors. We have dual blend colors. We also have a custom color option. So if your homeowner wants a unique color that's something that they want that we don't offer, we're able to do custom colors as well.
So I can come with Sherwin-Williams fancy pink, and
yes,
you guys can give me a fancy pink house.
Depends on how fancy pink it gets, but yeah, we don't use any synthetic tints in our colorants. So we have 7 different minerals that we crush up and we derive all of our colors from.
Gotcha.
So there's nothing synthetic in our coatings.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And so, yeah, multiple colors. And this is also available. This is what I'm holding here. This is the 7/16.
The 76 series. The most commonly used is a 38 series.
Okay.
But it has the same wood grain.
And you call it 38 because it's 3/8.
Correct, yes.
And 76 is 7/16.
7/16.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just a little tidbit of information there. And the reason for having the different sizes is you now can cater to a 16-inch or a 24-inch option.
Exactly. Yep. The rain screen here is 24-inch on center, so we jumped to the 76 series and allows us to span 24 inches versus 16.
Gotcha. And then let's talk about widths. So what widths are this available in?
So it's available in 3 different widths, the 6, 8, and 12. 8 being our most popular.
Okay.
They're going to give you a slight, that's the dimension of the board. The exposure is going to be 5, 7, and 11, of course.
Okay.
But those are the 3 different profiles that are available.
Okay, so you're only looking for, you're only asking for a minimum of a 1-inch lap.
Yep.
We can obviously do more as we're doing here, but you want at least 1-inch overlap of the product.
Yep.
Okay, and it's not a tapered, it's a square product like a lot of siding products that go up. Now, this is also offered in a bunch of other components. You know, in front of you here, we have the soffit board, and this looks like it's 24 inches.
Yep.
Right, and we can always butt another one up, which we're doing here because we're at 30 inches.
Yep.
So I always have to make things a little bit more difficult. But you can see it is all already pre-cut, and it's finished inside those cuts.
Yes.
So you can see that it's not raw wood inside there. And then this is available, I'm assuming, in the same amount of colors and everything that I can get in siding.
Including
I can get
the custom
soffit
colors.
board. Yep. And it can come fully solid if I wanted to do an unvented assembly.
Exactly. There's 3 different profiles, 12, 16, and 24. You're using the 24 here, so.
Okay. Okay. So that's really good. You know, I like it when companies take the time to not just say, hey, we're just going to supply siding in 15 colors. It's because then it's like, okay, what do I do for, you know, the soffits or fascia board and stuff like that. So the fact that you guys have those, and you do offer the fascia board, because we have it up there.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that's in probably the same standard 1x4s, 1x6s, 1x8s.
All the way up to 12.
All the way up to 12.
Exactly.
And we can get that finished on 3 sides.
Yeah, we have one fascia board that's finished on both sides.
Okay.
The 4/4 boards, which you can use as fascia boards,
Yep.
those are unfinished on the back side.
On the back side.
They're typically used as trim, but
Gotcha.
they definitely can be used as fascia.
Gotcha. And these are all a wood grain finish.
Exactly.
Okay. And then this profile here, this is your nickel gap. Obviously, I don't have a nickel or I would test it, but it looks pretty darn true to the nickel gap. And if I pull this apart, you can see there is the male side, the female side, maybe you could speak to a little bit about why is there this groove there?
Yeah, so on the right and the left of every board, it's curved out so you can slide a piece of custom pan flashing in there, which is available through us that we'll send out with the job.
Okay, and that's color coded?
All the accent colors will be in onyx, onyx black.
I gotcha. That's beautiful stuff, and the fact that I can get a vertical siding and a horizontal siding, obviously, it's a good thing.
Yep.
All right. These here, outside corner, right? And you can see here, these obviously fit nice and neatly inside there, and it's rabbited out there, and it has the nailing flange here, so goes up, very nice, easy install there. And then of course, if you're gonna develop outside corners, you need to develop the inside corner, and it's nice that it's already pre-finished.
It's pre-finished inside.
On the inside there, and of course, there you have it. Siding fits in there, nice and neat. So again, you know, I like it when companies take their idea to a system. Now, that's everything that I can get Diamond Kote if I called yesterday.
Right.
But let's say I make a call today, there's some new products on board, right?
There is a new product that we're coming out with.
So let's talk about that, because that is the kind of, I saved that for last intentionally, and for a number of reasons that we'll get into. So the new series, we have 5 samples here in front of us, and this is called Woodmark series. And right now, yeah, Woodmark Collection, all I had to do was read. But ebony pine, this is beautiful stuff. And you can see it comes with a pre-established spacer, right? It's fully curved in to the siding, and what that allows you to do is you put this piece down, the next piece goes down. There's no little templates, jigs, nothing. You just sit this one down.
Eliminates the needs for story poles, popping several lines, gecko gauges. It's presets the course for the entire wall. Aids in installation, holds the panels nice and tight together. Contractors really like it just because it speeds up installation.
Yeah. All right. So now this is the part that really got me. It's pre-finished, but it's not painted.
It's not painted.
Yeah, and you can see it is finished on the edges there. It's finished on that edge, but we really concern ourselves with these 3 because chances are that's going to get a square cut and then hit on those sides. But talk to me a little bit about how's this finished?
So it's digitally printed. Some probably are familiar with the nickel gap that came out with the digital print back at IBS.
Yep.
So now we're adding another siding line to the Woodmark Collection, and it's our 8-inch rigid stack. So the digital print is available now on smooth 8-inch rigid stack.
Yeah, so it still has, you know, you can still see it has a wood texture, but if I hold it up to say, let's say this one, right, you can see that this has a much heavier texture. Like you can run your finger across here and feel all the bumps and grooves, where here it looks it, but it's a smooth finish there. And how many colors is this available in?
So we have 5 colors that are available in both the nickel gap profile and the smooth. But the smooth is, like you said, it's brand new. It's just being launched. So
and so these are the 5: ebony pine, golden teak. What do we got here? Bronze walnut. I mean, I will give you this, like most of the time when I look at manufacturers and I see pre-finished products, they say, well, we have, 21 colors. Yeah, 19 of them I wouldn't use.
Right, exactly.
Right? So the fact that you came out with these 5, and honestly, I could see myself using any one of these 5 in a project. I mean, this is some pretty gorgeous stuff. What's that? Copper oak. I think I was actually lobbying for this here, but obviously I didn't get my way, but it's not my house. But the black walnut, beautiful. The golden teak here, I mean, that in some ways you could argue that almost looks like an oak there. Yep. Some driftwood, and then of course one of the hot items out on the market, a darker gray, almost black ebony pine. So just really great colors, really great complements to each other. You know, I think it's and again, all pre-finished. And, you know, the idea of pre-finishing it, you know, it holds a couple advantages that I see, and maybe you can elaborate on them. But the two immediate are, I put it up and I forget about it. So there's a scheduling benefit, right? I don't have to get the painter here. He doesn't have to go around the house the next 3 weeks and paint the house. And of course, having another sub here for another 3 or 4, I mean, a house like this, it'd probably take 2 guys 6 weeks to paint.
Yeah.
Right? So eliminating that need has got to be very cost effective.
Yeah, you come up with it. You mentioned all the great talking points. You put a painter on job site here for 6 weeks, you know, especially here like in South Dakota. I mean, it could be a highs in the 40s, or you can have highs in the 90s. Yesterday it rained most of the day.
Yeah.
So those are all going to affect the finish and how, you know, how that's applied. Yeah. And guys aren't going to skip rain days. They're not going to just show up when it's 50 degrees to 60 degrees every day. So these are pre-finished in a controlled environment. We get consistent mill thickness that allows us to put a factory warranty on there that leads the industry. So yes, and you know, having the extra added trades and things like that on the job site we're eliminating that. So
gotcha. I mean, I'm not familiar. Is it safe to say you guys are the first ones that are digitally printing siding?
So this digitally printing on engineered wood, yeah, we are first to the market with this. This is something that we've been perfecting over the past few years, and been wanting to bring to market for a while. Yep. But you know, as anything, I mean, we're trying to fine tune it and get it to where we want it to be. We feel like we are there. With the technology, everybody wants to put something in our house that mimics real wood. Yeah. And so we've come up with.
I mean, this does a fine job of. Didn't mean to interrupt, but this does a fine job. Just these 5 colors here. If you put these up, take 10 steps back, you'd be hard pressed to realize that's not real wood.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many people we get up just come up and touch it, and then they're like, man, looks like I should feel a knot or some sort of wood grain. It's very realistic.
And we talked about, does the backer, the engineered wood part of this still carry the 50-year warranty?
Yes.
The 50-year warranty, but on the front, your finish carries a 15-year warranty.
Yes, the digital print is 15-year. The Diamond Kote is obviously 30-year, but the digital print is a 15-year.
And that's
warranty.
Against fading and regardless of what color, even the darker
fading
colors.
Or chalking. It's a multi-step pre-finishing process, whereas it goes through and gets a base coat, and then it gets the digital print, where that's cured, and then goes back again to the paint line for the clear coat, which really gives it just added durability and just to ensure that the product's going to perform, and we're not going to have any issues with chipping or fading or anything like that.
Yeah, and obviously nails up.
The nail lights, that's another added. Since we're digitally printing, we're able to add a few little features to this. So we put hash marks every 2 inches. What it aids in allowing the guy to know where to hit every 16 inches. It's kind of like a stud finder, if you will.
Yeah. So once you find one, you can kind of set it as a gauge.
The other unique thing about this product that a lot of guys worry with just wood looks in general with all of our competitors is a repeatability. Like, how often is this product repeating?
Yeah.
These are 16-foot lengths, and they're in each color there are 20 different digitally printed boards. So there is virtually no chance that you're going to get any sort of repeating pattern at that. With 2 square 20 pieces is almost 2 square siding. So
you know, I don't know how many of you have done it, but I can attest to, in the early days of other cementitious type sidings, we had like the culling day where all the siding got delivered, and I think there were 4 patterns, and 3 of them looked reasonable. 1 was, in my opinion, out of bounds.
Right.
So I would tell the contractor, anything that looks like that goes on the backside on the garage.
Yep.
We don't put that on the front elevation or anywhere where somebody's going to see it. But you know, I know you guys, you like to see things really close up, but you know, if I hold this back here, you are very hard pressed to tell that that's just not a stained piece of wood.
Yep.
You know, it's, yeah, I mean, you fooled me. The whole time we're talking about this, honestly, I'm going through my head, what's the project I need to talk to Brandon about? Because this stuff is now on the market.
It is.
So you can call your Diamond Kote rep, or you can call Brandon, or you can go to, I'm sure Diamond Kote has a website.
Yep, go Diamond Kote. They'll let, we have dealer
I'm looking
website.
for the website, Diamond Kote.
DiamondKoteSiding.com. I'm sorry.
DiamondKoteSiding.com. There you go. There
Any
you go.
local lumber yard will be able to get it for you. So
And your
readily available.
distribution's nationwide.
It is.
I'm not going to be doing a project down in Louisiana and they say, no, we just only, that product stays east of the Mississippi.
So our trucks don't go to Louisiana, so we can definitely get it there. But if you get a project that's in those some of those southern states, get a hold of your Diamond Kote rep, and we'll figure out how to get the product.
Gotcha.
there.
And your reps, I'm assuming they're all across the country too.
They
so
are.
they blanket. There's not a state where you say, yeah, we really don't have a guy there.
Nope. He may not live in the state, but he can cover.
He
the
can
state.
cover there, or Brandon will fly out there.
That's right.
And solve our problems. So
that's right.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I think we covered it. I know we covered the whole thing. It was really important to get this out because I'm really excited. Like I said, my head is spinning and trying to think about which project is the right one and what's the right color for, these projects so we can start putting this stuff together. But any parting words?
No, I appreciate the opportunity to come out. Josh is doing an amazing job on the install. Can't wait to see it for the finished product.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. If you're looking for more, like I said, you see sidings installed here. You can follow me on the Build Show. I'm going to give you a bunch of videos. We're going to shoot a couple of them today where I'm going to give you the kind of ins and outs of the siding decisions that we made here. But go look for that Woodmark Collection. Give it the opportunity to be heard. Go check it out. Understand, all of the benefits of it and, why it looks so darn good. And, DiamondKoteSiding.com. Go check it out. You all done? Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
All right. I'm Steve Basic Architect. This is The Build Show. Thanks for joining us.